Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for one hell of a Christmas as Sinsmas has come a little early this year. We are gifted the final episode of season 2 this happy little Saturday we have woken up to. We're coming into the close of a major season and a major arc, and I feel like it's just something special that I just kind of got to hop on the train with. A lot of you guys have been here from the beginning, or maybe you come in just a little bit later than me, but I've been on this ride for the past year. Going to watch almost an episode every week for a while and then be there along with the ride for you guys to watch something every month. I also got the privilege of not having any gaps between any of these months because they have, since I joined the fandom, introduced these shorts as well to kind of fill out the time in between episodes. So I've really not lived in a world that hasn't had at least something in this universe to consume every month, and it's wild. Like I do kind of treasure that, and I don't take lightly at all how lucky I am that that's kind of been the case. So while we are coming to the close of this season and that it is at least confirmed that there is going to be a pretty lengthy hiatus, Viv at least let us know that we will not be without Helluva Boss, as the shorts will indeed continue. In the meantime, at least we will still have stuff to check out, and I hope you guys continue to stick around for these videos and my lengthy ass discussions that sometimes are longer than the episodes that we watch. If you've been following along the journey, we've gone from Hazbin Hotel, the pilot, all the way through every episode of this, shorts included, and we will be bringing it to a close this very same year with the end of season 2. And you guys have made this a wild and beautiful journey. And, I don't want to understate, because you guys really did do a lot of work lifting this channel up, man. Like, I was looking at the numbers because I had a feeling, I had an inkling in my mind, but I was curious. So I looked at the analytics for this. We started off this year with only 62,000 subscribers. Right now, we are currently at 107, about 10 away from being 108,000. We crossed the 100K mark this year, and honestly, and I thought this was the case, looking at the data, yeah, I would not be over 100K if it was not for this fandom and the support for these videos, for these characters, for this love, our analysis, our talks, our discussions about everything that's been going on with it. Because of that, like 45,000 approximate growth that we had from the beginning of the year till now, 24,000, over half of that was purely from you guys. 24,000 of you all came on board. So I really do have you guys to thank.
Since this is already a pretty lengthy intro, I'm going to put all the information regarding the finale giveaway afterwards in the discussion. So make sure to stick around if you are interested in putting your name into the hat for any of the items that we are giving away this month. That all said, I love you guys. I love this universe, but let's get ready to hop into this. But before we do, as always, if this is your first time watching this episode, please go watch it without me talking over top of it. There's a link down in the description to the original video. Go click it, check it out, give it a like, give it a comment, give it some love, then come back over here. But if you've seen it already, I hope you enjoyed the reaction. And if you do, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, because it really helps these videos out. And with that all said and out of the way, let's get ready to jump into the final episode of season 2 of Helluva Boss, Sinsmas. Here we go.
Hi everyone, it's me, the one and only Fizzerali, and I'm here with this fucker. And you're watching this fucker's channel. And this fucker is really, really relieved at what happened in the last episode. Thank God that my new friend and rediscovered friend, Blitz, always silent, is alive and well. Well, alive. Well, who's to say? Anyway, love you. Keep watching this fucker. And go fuck yourself. Bye, everyone.
Oh. Oh.
Well, good morning.
Oh, did he like clean up? This looks like so much more clean. It's so much brighter. And all of the little horse stuffies throughout as well. That is adorable. He's trying to comfort him. He's cooking for him right now as well. Oh, hold on. What did that sign? Believe in horself. Aw, a bunch of horse butts. That's weird. Must be this tall to horse. Lulu lame. Aww.
Well, good morning there. Prince sleeps a lot. Did you sleep well, Big Bird?
Best I could, I suppose.
This is the next morning.
My Blitz. Ooh, you sure have a lot of horses. Is there a story behind that?
There is, but it's way too long and way too dramatic. Breakfast will be ready in a jiff.
Wait. What? Oh my god, what a great shot to pause this on. So many great Blitz facial expressions this season between the shorts and now, shit, this. But yeah, is there really a dark, tragic story behind his obsession with horses? Because he is obsessed with horses. I want to know that story. Anyway.
Blitz, would you be able to grab some...
Grab some what?
Never mind.
Grab some what?
Okay, so
What was he reaching for? Medication or something like that? Or was he looking for toothpaste? What was he looking for?
Made him special. Oh shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Oh. Oh, there's the whole carton is right there behind him too. Yeah, probably should give a bird eggs. Also, yes, I do really need all these horses mug. If that doesn't become a mug to add to my mug collection, I will be sad.
Sorry. That's like cannibalism for you, isn't it?
No, just rather off-putting. But it is protein, I suppose.
So what do you normally eat?
Oh, normally, I dine on a custom diet prepared by my waiting staff, full of essential nutrients and freshly prepared rarities.
Oh, this is going to be a shakeup. So it wasn't necessarily the eggs themselves innately. It wasn't the cannibalism aspect of it. It was just, he's so used to his catered lifestyle. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay.
Such as roasted vole or fire koi.
Oh, nice.
look
Anything
at
that I can get that's affordable?
Maybe some rats.
On it. I'll grab my stumpers.
Owls
and
do
head to that
eat
alley
rats.
This afternoon.
Well, that'd be nice. Rats were always Via's favorite snack. Oh no.
Sorry, sweetie. No talking to that deadbeat. And Rufus, look who's finally calling.
It took him this long, and that's hilarious.
He thinks
It's the next day. Whatever. But she was so excited. Via was so excited to talk to him there. Her face lit up. But of course, they are getting in the way. And you can see here, she's just upset about that. And that could be towards them. It could be towards the situation. There could be a number of things there. And I'm still concerned about what's going to happen here. Because, one, we're coming up on, I presume, in the universe as well. If it's Sinsmas for us, it's probably going to be Sinsmas in the universe. If they're not able to be together. Ooh.
he's going to talk to his daughter. Hilarious.
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 These two are so laughably evil. I do kind of love it, especially since Georgie is such a sweetheart IRL, man.
Pick up. Via, dear, please pick up. Please pick up.
Oh.
No. Shit.
Hey, whoa, look, I'm sure it's gonna be okay, all right? I'm sure she's just away from the phone right now, okay? And breathe.
Aww.
It'll be okay.
Ooh, he cut the line and didn't even think about it. He just naturally just thought he could just go right up and pass everybody up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Also, real quick, while I paused it, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. There's just a lot of thoughts I need to get out of my head before I lose them, because I know I'll forget to talk about them whenever it comes down to it. I just want to look at some of these stands real quick. Fruit and veg. Authentic meat product, knives and shit. Please buy my stuff. Things what I found in other imps' houses. Oh, and Blitz even like was pointing to. It's like, no, Solus, we have to get at the back of the line. Oh. Oh, I think he's so used to his morning routine of getting his medication, right? That's what he's afraid to ask for too, I'm sure. I don't think he wants him to know he needs that. He needs that assistance to get through the day. That's probably not going to help this situation either. Aww. Oh.
Is this how everyone acts when they don't have money?
That's how I act when I don't have money.
I just take shit.
Hey, Stolitz! Merry Sinsmas!
And here it is.
Fuck was that for?
It's Sinsmas. You know, the day every Hellborn celebrates an act in their birth sin, or any sin, whichever ones they want, honestly.
I cannot say I'm familiar with this holiday.
Really?
Really?
Well, rich people don't have any fun, do they?
No, fun is free, but we can afford nice things.
You know
Wait,
what might help
what?
that privileged little attitude? Paperwork. Why don't you come on with me to the office and help Looney with you know, whatever the fuck her job is?
Ugh, you have to spend your holiday at work?
I choose to spend my holiday at work. See, last year I set my
Aww.
apartment on fire, so this year we're doing it at the office. It's weird.
Wait, whoa, what? Loona and her Scooby snacks.
Ow, Millie! Ouch! You're good.
Oh, they're like sparring.
Bite you, Millie.
Bet you, Millie.
Let me watch your musicals when I want to watch Flavor Hand 6 Ultimate Cornfish. Well, you snore all the time. I will wreck you. Not if I do first.
Aww. Oh, they're so adorable. Whoa!
He said space, honey.
Listen up, folks. Today we got
What? Oh, he did say like you celebrate your sin or your vice or whatever it was that you were born into, or what? Hold on, what exactly did he say?
What the fuck was that for?
it's Sinsmas. You know, the day every Hellborn celebrates an act in their birth sin, or any
An act from their birth sin.
sin, whichever ones they want, honestly.
Oh, I get it. Or whichever ones they want, honestly. I get it now. They're Rathians, right? So they are celebrating their wrath, their birth sin, what gave them life. So if they are from wrath, they're being wrathful, but in a playful kind of way. They're releasing that maybe, I don't know, maybe their little frustrations, these little things, kind of getting that off of their chests in a, dare I say, healthy way, question mark? That's so neat.
Happy Sinsmas! Happy Sinsmas, honey!
Listen up, chuckle fucks. Today
Okay, I'm so sorry. Just like me, for real. I'm a horse with glasses that go bang bang, surfing on a wave. Violence graph, it's gone up. Maximum violence. Be nice to him, he's gay. It's been 3 days since Moxxie sang. he forgot an X. At least he acknowledged he forgot an X, or somebody added that in. I like the Stolitz horse.
Chuckle fucks. Today we got Stolitz in the office, so I want each of your red asses on the best behavior possible.
Sir, you are literally the only one who needs to adhere to that.
Yeah.
Attention, Mox. Millie, punch him.
Aww.
Good. Happy sins, Miss Mox. Now, Looney, Stolitz wants to learn how to secretate, so show him how it's done.
It's literally this. Ring, ring. Hello, IMP. Yeah, we can kill that asshole. Want to schedule an appointment? Thursday, cool? See you then, dipshit. Click. It's easy as sin, Blitz. Can I go with you guys if he's on the phone today?
I mean,
No.
I guess.
Yes!
Oh!
See,
Aww.
Stolitz, finally, something to...
I know he's gonna hate this right now, but this, again, this just goes back to what we talked about last episode, is that, you know, while he was learning about, you know, prophecies and that he would be able to predict things, you know, there was that whole exchange between he and Blitz about, you know, him being a good boss, you know, him opening his business, him succeeding in his dream and his passion, and that. Then they had that discussion about if anything did happen, he would be happy to hire him, you know, or whatever that conversation was exactly. I forget the exact words, but they talked about, you know, Stolitz working for Blitz. Now that's kind of come to fruition, though the events that led us to this may not be favorable, but here we are.
To help you out, something to do, and I can pay you for it. You could use a little money coming in, right?
Money coming in?
Oh, he's never had to worry about that. Poor guy, man.
Answer it. You can do it, Stolitz. Come on, answer the phone.
Yes, queen.
Yes, we can kill your asshole. Immediately. Just bring it here. Thank you. Good day, ma'am.
Oh, he got through the call.
Good job, buddy.
But immediately?
You said you could kill someone immediately?
Oh, yeah, yes, we sure can.
Good, because it's Christmas.
It's sins, Miss Lady. Get it right.
I can't stand the idea of my fucking ex-husband enjoying this sacred holiday with my daughters when he fucking left me for another man.
Oh, well, that sounds like something that can happen from time to time.
And he probably cheated on me.
Oh.
Not really.
Oh my god, that was literally Stolitz. Oh my god, like her story is just throwing back all of Stolitz's actions back at his face, man. Seeing him freak out the more her story progressed as he slinks, and then he just fucking does whatever the fuck that is. Oh.
Not really worth killing someone over, though, right? I mean, cheating isn't really that big of a deal anymore, is it?
And he's trying to cover because he knows. He knows.
To live that heinous lifestyle and poison my daughters with it.
Aha. Look, I don't think this is a job we want to take on.
Really?
Wow.
Maybe he deserves it. Selfish men like him don't deserve to live.
Oh.
All right, fine. We'll do your shitty job, but you're paying us double, bitch.
What was with that grin? Is there more to this? Or no? Oh, all of their plants are withering and wilting now because of all of this.
He's been trying to call her all fucking month and it's hilarious.
All month. Oh, look at his butler. He's so concerned. He was never like that with Stolitz, you know. Makes me worry what they've been doing here without him around. Aww.
your boxes packed up on the bed. Your words are in my head, telling me it will be okay. You'll remember what you said.
Oh.
Was it just another lie? This place that used to be your home. Would you call me on the phone? Will I hear your voice in the middle of the night when I turn out the lights? Or are you just another ghost? Oh, how could you lie to my face? And did our time mean nothing to you? Were you bluffing all along? That you would be there to see yourself forgiven by me? If you thought that
Wow.
I get you were oh, you were and when
Wow.
you're gone, I will be okay.
I'm not gonna stop it, but
Okay, though I'll never be the same. And I'll know that I was right to doubt you.
wow.
Without you, and you'll only know my name. You always told me I'd be okay. Well, I'll be okay, though I'm not okay today. But my tears won't fall upon your shoulder. I'll just get older and you'll only know my name.
Oh. Fucking Christ. You'll Be Okay is still my favorite song. I think in the show, just the simplicity of it, the beauty of it, and the sentiment of it, and looping that back around all this time later to everything that's transpired since, and still using that as a foundation for this song to see how things have drifted. But in the end, yes, you always said I'll be okay, and while today maybe I'm not, I will be, with or without you, you know? Obviously, she's got a lot she's thinking about right now. It's been a month since her father took the stage and confessed all of these things publicly to the world, that he's been calculating, pulling these strings, working with this imp to do whatever, you know, all this scheming that was going on. So like her idea of him has been completely challenged. But we've seen even in this episode that she wants to talk to him. And it's not that he's not trying to call her. She knows he's calling, and she knows he's calling, but she's not allowed to talk to him. Her mother is not letting her talk to him. He also hasn't shown up here. I've been a child of divorce. I've been in a similar space as this, and I understand what she's feeling. Like, she's so torn between, obviously she's a little emo child, her teenager, and she's got these depressing feelings. Like, you're an emotional kid at this age, and there's the dark thoughts that you have, the doubts, the fears, and all these things that are always there fighting the good in your mind, all the things that are evidence of the contrary of these fears that you have. And those are constantly at war, and she doesn't know which is the reality. That's why a lot of this song is structured around a question. A lot of these are questions. She's not stating any of this as fact, other than the fact that regardless of what's going on, she'll eventually be okay. Even if by the end of it, all he knows is her name. He doesn't know the person she becomes or what she goes through in his absence, but in the end, he can at least know that she'll be okay. you know, and I think that's true. I mean, for me personally, you know, that's kind of what happened with my dad when my parents got divorced. You know, at the end of the day, he never really got to see my journey of growing up. You know, I did touch base with him a few times years later, and after he kind of stopped caring about our weekend visits, which did eventually happen, those eventually just halted altogether. And then there was like 8 years I went with never even seeing or talking to him. And he missed out on all of that, you know, and there's a resentment that comes with that. But then there's like this understanding that comes with that as well. And you just eventually kind of have to make peace with it. There's a lot going on here. And I don't think Via is at fault at all for having to struggle with all of this. Because on top of all of that too, she did see her father make that confession, make that grandstanding there, and even offer up his life purely by confessing. He could just let Blitz die, but he showed up and confessed his sins. And in his mind, he was sentencing himself to death. Though he didn't die, the act itself was still kind of there. He was putting on the table, you know, the removal of his life and the removal of him from her life. Either way, he ended up removed from her life. It does make you wonder as the child, did he know that going into it? Was he even thinking about me going into it? You know, there's a lot of, again, questions that she's wrestling with. And I knowing how some people can be, I'm worried people are going to come down hard on her because of this song, man. But it was a beautiful song. And again, the imageries and the echoes and parallels to You'll Be Okay was beautiful. Anyway, sorry, let's get back into it. Oh, his medication. There's so much of it. Oh, she probably never knew. Oh, and there's a multitude of ways you can read into that. She could be thinking, oh, any of those moments we had together where we were happy, was that just because of the medicine? I mean, she can't be completely oblivious to the relationship between her parents, right? I would imagine not, because one of the things she complained about was they were always screaming, and the silence of them not screaming, she even acknowledged a time or two. So, like, I hope she doesn't think that he needed those pills to be happy with her. Based on that reaction, that might be how she takes it. And again, in this emotional state, I wouldn't be surprised if she took it that way. We'll come back to that. I've paused it enough. We'll come back to that diary.
Anywhere? Are we supposed to just sit here and wait? How long do they take?
They take their time. It's a difficult business, I imagine.
You imagine? Well, they should hurry up if they expect people to just stick around without anything to do. What a shoddy business operation.
Oh, here's an idea. You could shut the fuck up.
Rude.
Yes. Hello?
Hey, I'm calling you about your extended warranty.
Oh my god. Either that is nailed down, or it's really heavy, or he's really weak now.
I cannot believe I could be this fucking stupid. I ruined everything. Move, you shitty desk. And I did it for what? These stupid, foolish fantasies. I can't stand it any longer. I don't care what they fucking do. I'm seeing Octavia.
I guess it's something to read.
Oh, God. Well, he had his breakdown. And maybe there was some stipulation that we didn't hear where he had to stay away, or they just weren't allowing him to come, or whatever that's kept him from going. I don't remember if there was. I don't think there was anything said. But yeah, now he's just like, all of this is just throwing in the face all he's lost in the pursuit of these fantasies. He's got this love, and he's feeling like he's been a little naive about it, that he could have all of these things without any consequences at the end of the day. And what pursuing his happiness has led to, the fallout of that, because now he's just so worried about it's Sinsmas, man, and he's not with his daughter. And I guess since we're here, let's just go ahead, because I'm sure I'll forget. See what was on that page. He froze, breath caught in his something as the other man leaned in, and warm breath ghost against trembling beak. This is fan fiction about them. I'm not going to go into it. So that's what he means by these fantasies and stuff like that. So it's his imaginings of the romance they could have had, or that he had always built up in his head.
And I did it for what? These stupid, foolish fantasies! I can't stand it any longer. I don't care what they fucking do. I'm seeing Octavia.
I guess it's something to read.
It is cold as shit. What is this?
Do humans have Sinsmas too?
I don't think so. This seems to be something else.
They don't know.
Okay, babe.
Oh yeah. Must just be the cold.
Okay, let's hurry up and kill this other bitch so we can get the fuck back home.
Oh.
Turn, but I feel like this one isn't worth the money.
What?
I don't think I want to be part of this one, sir.
You okay, Dad? I can handle this one.
You're not up for it.
Really?
Fuck. You really had to do that, man. Where Stolitz saw himself in the client, you know, having all that thrown in his face. You know, Blitz is here seeing what they could have. Oh my God, them together with both their daughters. And who's to say that any of the shit that she says from her perspective is even true, you know? I mean, she did end up in hell after all. So I don't know. It's nice to see that he's even like contemplating this, because I don't think a Blitz like in season 1 would even bat an eye at anything of the sort. You know, I don't know. Like, And that woman is very Stella-like, I will say. So who's to say what was going on? I don't know, man.
Nah, fuck this. We're going home.
What? Didn't he cheat or something? Come on, this is fun. We've done this kind of thing before.
Just not this one, Mills. Not today.
Do this one. I can do this.
Millie?
We'll do it next time. It's just not worth
Don't
it.
start, Moxxie. Just because you weren't demon enough to do this job doesn't mean... I'm sorry.
Sweetie, I know it's Sinsmas and it's in the spirit of wrath.
Oh.
But are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't know what's gotten into me today.
It's okay. I'm here for you.
Aww.
Wow.
Yeah, what was that?
Anywhere cold again. Stolitz.
He's gone, and he left this terribly sinful erotic novel behind. Can you believe this trash? Didn't make me wet at all.
Oh!
Wow. I feel lighter.
Dad?
Octavia?
Shit.
What are you doing here?
I came to give this back to my dad. Where the fuck is he?
I swear he was just right here.
Why would he go?
I think I know.
Oh, she came here to bring him his medicine. She didn't want him to be without it. But he just needed to be with her. And he left and he went there. And God, okay. Oh my God, all these statues of Androlphus, the vain bitch.
Fucking Ice Queen, how extra can you get?
Oh, this is just sad. Stolitz.
Let me see my daughter this instant.
I imagine this is rather hard for you, Stolitz. Oh, poor thing. All alone now, without your lovely plants, or your lovely stars, or your lovely little daughter. Everything you are now.
Yes! Fuck him up! Might not have my powers, but he got fists! God damn! Stolitz! Wow! Uh-oh.
We shall be damned. You are dead for that.
Do it, pussy.
Whoa.
Enjoy this.
Hey, Elsa! Hands off my bottom, bitch!
Hey! There it is!
The imp is challenging
We know which is
me.
which. I think we knew, but still. Let's go!
Loona, launch me!
This music, man!
You little insects really think you can do anything to me? A marquis of hell?
Oh!
You are delicious.
Oh!
Try again, bitch. I've been called so much worse.
It'll be rather amusing to
What the fuck was that? Oh! What is this? Holy shit! New Loona form! What? What the fuck was that? Oh my god!
Oh. Fuck yes!
Yes, bitch!
Catch baby!
Hell yeah!
Right now.
I think I'm gonna give the firepower a try this time.
Millie, big weapon, stat!
Let's slay a fucking dragon, boys!
This is fun!
All right, sweetie, cover me. The prince's knife needs his sword.
No.
Blitz! Ooh, impressive, Moxxie!
Catch!
Yeah, Moxxie, high five!
Oh, no! Forgot that high-fiving would make him let go.
You've just risked your life
Oh.
to save mine.
So did you.
How dare you pathetic waste of lower class scum attack me?
Oh! Oh no, Ice Hydra.
All your heads mounted.
Here it is. There it is. Via? Yes!
Stand down, girl. This doesn't concern you.
Yes, it does. Oh, God.
Not hurt my dad.
You are in no position to make demands of me. Imagine what your mother will say.
Uh-huh, exactly. Imagine what her mother will say when she finds out you got your ass handed to you by a gaggle of imps and a hellhound. I think that's what folks call a bad
Yeah.
Very bad look.
It is a terrible look.
You aren't worth my time anyway. But you will regret this.
He
can't let people know this
My
happened.
brave, powerful girl, I am so proud of you.
You
Aww.
lied to me. What? You lied to me. You said you would never leave me. You promised.
Fia, I didn't leave you. I would never. It wasn't my choice.
It was your choice. You chose him.
Fia, no, I didn't. I had to. You don't understand.
I do understand. I understand we were never enough for you. You never loved Mother, and you don't love me. You love him. And you needed these. Is this my fault that you needed these?
No,
Yeah,
no, never, dear sweetie, please. You have always been the only good thing in my life.
So does that mean you just stayed miserable because of me? Was I some fucking obligation? Is that why you didn't even hesitate when you got a chance to leave?
I love you, Fia, so, so much. Please, sweetie, let me explain.
I can't. You lied to me once and you'll do it again.
Wow.
Have a great fucking life with him, Dad.
No, Fia, please. Please.
Damn.
Whew, that was intense. I'm gonna see if my friends can still come tonight. I need some drinks after what happened today.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want, Looney. Okay.
Oh.
She hates me.
Damn.
You want to try some of my home-baked Sinsmas cookies, Your Highness?
I think I'll pass, but thank you. And you don't need to address me like that.
Hey, where's Mills?
Yeah, what is going on with Millie?
Shit.
Wait. Wait. Hold on. Is that a pregnancy test? Or what? Is that why she's kind of out of whack? What's going on?
Oh, hey, sweetie. We're about to start board games.
I'll be right there, baby. Call the fan for scenes first.
Hey.
Hey, Sal.
Aww.
Alone. I just need someone to talk to about something.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Okay. So did you see fucking Vicky's post the other day? Fucking Vicky?
I swear, if she posts one more humble brag about that ugly ass car, I'm gonna commit.
Sure, for real.
Oh, hey, sweetie. How'd the call go?
It was nice. You know I love you.
Love you, too.
Okay, time for the board games with drinks. Merry fucking Sinsmas, am I right? Vicky's such a bitch.
You guys go on without me, okay? I need a moment.
The whole party down.
You mind if I steal?
Oh, when have you ever asked?
Today was a lot, wasn't it? I know you can't see your kid. And I know you did so fucking much just to save my life.
It's okay. Saving you was the right thing to do. And you have risked your life for mine in return. You don't need to feel any guilt for my situation. It was my choice. It was all my choice. I caused all of this.
Oh, she'll understand eventually. You just gotta give her time.
Blitz, she's gone. For 100 years, she's gone. After
Wow.
all that time, she'll never forgive me. I'll be a stranger to her.
You know, my twin sister, she hates me too for something that I did. And I miss her every day. We were so fucking close, you know? It's a shitty feeling. But you just gotta keep trying.
Yes. Of course.
No! Get your ass in here! We're starting the game!
Yeah, I need you to
No,
show
oh.
up for us.
Hey, I'll be back in just a sec, okay? Sounds like, they want me back in there.
Go enjoy your Sinsmas, Blitz. I'm fine. You don't have to stay here with me. What are you doing?
Well, I can't fucking dance with you without, come here, getting inventive.
Oh.
I imagine we look ridiculous right now.
Yeah, like that's anything new. I mean, look at me, I'm like 4 feet tall, and you, you're like the size of one of those really very tall horses.
Never really seemed to be an issue. I guess you were just creative.
Only as creative as you were flexible.
Aw.
Sinsmas, truer love is hard to find.
Damn. Wow. Fuck, man. Fuck. All right. I don't need. Oh my god, man. Oh, that's a lot to unpack. I like that Blitz was able to connect with him over Barbie, you know, because it's a very similar situation. His twin sister, you know, over something he did and she blames him for. She refuses to talk to him anymore, but he keeps trying. He keeps trying to break that wall down and repair that relationship. He's not giving up on it because it means something to him. And that's what he was trying to get across to Stolitz. And maybe I think the wound might be just a little too fresh right now. I think that might be a revelation that he'll make eventually. I don't imagine he's going to wait the 100 years and just give up on pursuing and repairing that relationship. It's just a complicated situation, you know, especially being in Stolitz's situation where he was bred and groomed to kind of fit into a mold, to fit into a lifestyle and a relationship he never wanted. And what happens when you try to force yourself to be anything other than who you are during all that time? Does that justify the actions that he took at certain points? Not necessarily. And I like that he's owning that here now. Obviously, Stella is not innocent by any means. You know, she was abusive, she's evil, she's twisted, but she's also in her own way a victim to the society that kind of set them on this path and forced them to be together. But he is still responsible for the way he reacted to it. You know, she was just toughing it out. I think because of the status, the power that came with all of it and everything. You know, she was still reaping the benefits of it despite everything. You know, she was tolerating his existence until that happened. And then, you know, much like this person here, she did hire someone to try to kill him. But the right thing to have done in his position would have, the moment he had any of these doubts, any of these feelings or revelations, was to end things then and there. He still let it kind of drag out, and I think that was for Via's sake to an extent, as he admitted here in this episode, until he just finally broke and he couldn't handle it anymore. He couldn't take the abuse anymore. And it was just falling apart, and they were just doing this back and forth, this dance of, you know, not that I don't think he was doing any of this directly to hurt her. He was just finally pursuing something that he found joy in, and that just unfortunately wasn't at home. But that still doesn't justify cheating, you know? I don't know. It's just such a messy situation, especially when a kid is involved. In a way, that whole situation, like him finding love with Blitz and,
you know, that whole relationship that developed there in secret kind of got mirrored in our little query today. This new demon shows up recently coming into hell and wants them to go and kill her husband, who cheated on her and took her children, and basically has started a new little family and doesn't want to even think about the new idea of them celebrating Christmas together. And obviously her attitude, her all this things, it's just Stella. You know, it's their situation. And her resentment, her anger, her frustration, and voicing all of these things are just throwing in Stolitz's faces all of the things that he did while with Stella, and how that is kind of painted and colored everything that's happened now. Because we know Stella doesn't care about Via. She doesn't care about Stolitz. She doesn't really care about anyone else. It's just like the things that affect her, the way things look when it reflects upon her, much like her brother, who has this like vain element to him, where it's all about the perception, the image. That's why at the end of this is like, hey, it's a bad look if you if it gets out that you got your ass kicked by a bunch of lowly imps and stuff like that, you know? So that gets to stay on the down low, because that can't be the perception, right? So, you know, because this happened, because her husband did these things, because he cheated on her with an imp, you know, had he done it with another Goetia, I don't think she would have given a crap about it. But I think because it was an imp, that's what really set her off. And just the idea of it in general, you know, it's just all about her and how this reflects upon her. And then all of this is just a way to kind of orchestrate the game to benefit her at the end. Octavia is just a chess piece to them, you know? Like, it's easier said than done to just cut off a relationship like that, especially when a kid is involved. But at the end of the day, you know, cheating is cheating, you know, but it doesn't also discount all of the vile things that Stella has done throughout their entire relationship as well. It's just a mess. And like Via found out today, was that regardless of his intent when he did go take the stand there and how he feels about her here, you know, regardless of all of that, there's so much put on her shoulders about him and his happiness, and all of these things that are just thrown into doubt. Like, what part of this is real? What part of this is a lie? If you took the stage and told those lies, what lies did you tell elsewhere? If that is the truth, then what else is a lie? What else is even real? She's in a position where it's just so hard to believe anything, because both her parents are manipulating the shit out of her right now. She's not ignorant to what is going on with her mother, but all she really cares about and wants is the affection of her father right now. And she feels like he's just on an island at a distance, and that he's a wholly other person than she's ever known, or at least that all of those things are now thrown into question. And it's just like, if she found the pills and she brought him here in a way to connect, and I think in a way to find out why he needed them. I think that was the main thing that prompted her to actually bring them to him. You know, part of it was like, hey, he needs these here, but also to find out, why do you need these? Because again, it falls back to her and her mind and her guilt and her fears about whether or not she's the problem. Like, is she the reason her parents split up? Is she the reason that he's ran off and did this? Is she the reason he needs this medication just to be happy? And then when he hits her with that, no, you were the one good thing that I had, so then you stayed through this hell out of obligation to me? Was it love or obligation? There's always doubt in your mind, especially at this age. It's so easy to get swept up in the emotion and the like tug of war that goes on in your mind about the world around you and all this stuff, and especially all these different rush of emotions, because she is happy. She stood up to her uncle in defense of him. She stood her ground. She's like put up that barrier, protected him, defended him. At the end of the day, it's because this battle is really between them. No one else is going to hurt my dad, but I need to understand what's going on. There's so much going on, and we were left in such a precarious spot at the end of this season, man. Because as much as that is all kind of crumbled and fallen apart, you know, Stolitz is now with Blitz. He's gotten what he wanted in the end. He's gotten love, he's got a place, he's got a home, he's got a lot to learn. And I liked how throughout the beginning of this, there was a lot of that. Stolitz reconciling with this new status, you know, him being down in the slumps with everybody else, no longer being a high society rich person or anything of the sort, somebody with power and command, and how Blitz has to guide him through how everything works now. And also him wrestling with the fallout of that as well. That things not only with his family are different now and falling apart, but also his life itself has now fallen apart. Seeing that sink in, how that affects him throughout this, but how Blitz throughout this entire thing is just helping him through it all. And I loved seeing all of that. While things aren't great in the end, much like with Octavia's song, you know, I might not be okay right now, but eventually you will. You move on, you heal, and you never really fill that hole, but you get a little more accustomed to it, or the hole just itself gets a little smaller. But like Blitz said, you just got to keep trying. You only lose when you give up. I like that little sentiment. It's a little bittersweet there at the end, but through that moment, Blitz never left his side. Even when there was the option to go back inside, they want him in there. He stayed with his bird boy, and they had their little dance on their fire escape, and they had this lovely, lovely, honestly intimate little moment. And I like that. I don't know, man. It was just beautiful. Now, Stolitz didn't return the hug there at the end. I'm hoping at least that it was more so because he needed the hug. He's the one that needs comforting right now, not Blitz. Blitz is here to be the caregiver in this moment, and I like that that's what he's doing. He's trying to help him and use all of the trauma that he's had to work through as well to help him through it also. And I love that. It's a survivor helping a survivor in this case. And I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing to reflect in this narrative. And again, I can't fault Octavia at all for feeling the way she feels, man. With everything from her perspective, everything that she's seen, so much is in question, it's hard for her to trust anything. And I get that. It sucks, because we as the viewer, we know, and it's still a messy situation, even from our perspective. There's no clear-cut, clean, right or wrong answer. Like, everything comes with a series of pros and cons. Nothing is wholly the right decision. It's hard, and sometimes life isn't easy. Sometimes your choices aren't just going to be clean-cut. Sometimes there are going to be consequences to your actions, and sometimes what you want comes with a price. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing here. At the end of the day, the things that hold value in the end find their way back, I think. And I think that I don't know. I feel like there's hope on the horizon, and we're in a new place. Stolitz is working at the office. He's living here with Blitz. They're developing this relationship. They're incorporating him into the group, into the activities. I'm really curious to see, like, if this sticks and how that shapes the future seasons. I've seen some people cast their doubts on, you know, how this is going to proceed, whether or not we'll get a status quo reset back to norm at the start of next season, and I hope we don't. I hope we continue to grow and evolve and shape this narrative into something that can change as our characters change. And I don't know, I loved seeing all of this. I think this was a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then that set piece with Blitz coming in with Octavia to save the day, to defend him against Androlphus, and the fact that without his powers, before Androlphus started using his ice magic, Stolitz just threw hands. He beat his punk ass to the ground. Powers or not, Stolitz, I didn't know he had that in him. Man, I did not. You put his daughter on the line and he'll come swinging. Obviously, he doesn't have his goetic powers and he got overpowered. But the team showed up. And again, he was shocked. He was shocked after all this that Blitz would come save the day. They've always underestimated or overestimated their relationship in various degrees. And this is one of those situations. And I think he's been so down on himself, he didn't expect anybody to come save him. You know, I think he was also, in a way, because like when he said, do it, he was kind of expecting, maybe this was like even like a self-exit attempt in a way, as if this is the way it's going to go. This is the way it's going to go. Just go ahead and get it over with, you know? So I think that's why it was a surprise when Blitz showed up and saved him. And then they had that little knight in shining armor moment. Editing Omni here, which harkens back to his fantasy novel that he was talking about and even what he believed would happen when he got captured by Stryker. I'm just putting this together right now, man. I think despite Blitz's actions after all of that, I really do think without his medication and with the realization sinking in that he's now potentially lost his daughter, I don't know that he's actually actively perceived that Blitz is here in the way that he's always wanted. I think he's too in his head about what he actually did. Like all the ramifications that's come with that. I don't think he's able to acknowledge, kind of in the way that Blitz was blind to Stolitz's actual feelings for a long time. That has been flipped a little bit. Now, I think because of this, over this month, I think honestly Stolitz has been blind to it, and I don't think that really sunk in until Blitz came to save the day. And then the whole team kicked it into high gear and took out this Ice Hydra together, which was awesome. And Loona going demon form, like a demon form. And she got more wolf-like on all fours. Blitz was riding her like a steed. That was wicked. You know, all of that was fun, breaking into Stolitz's armory, getting all of these different weapons and all these different kind of things, and just the whole gang coming together and throwing down. And then one other thing too in this episode that kind of got highlighted a little bit is, you know, despite Sinsmas, you know, you celebrate the sin that gave you birth. You know, they were born in wrath, so Millie and Moxxie were being playfully wrathful with one another, venting their, you know, little frustrations and things like that in their relationship, you know, in a way that to them is healthy. And they were all having fun and games and stuff like that. But then there was something a little more weighing down on Millie this episode. And we saw that for the first little glimmer of it when they were at the kill, when they were there to take out that family. You know, Loona even offered to do it for Blitz if it was not something he could handle. And he's just like, no, we're not going to do this at all. Because I think he realized the situation at hand. He's like, no, I'm going to turn this bitch down. I'm not going to do this for her. In a way, that's them saying, like, I'm not going to play Stella's game as well. Because she was like an avatar for Stella in this way. Millie, though, was like, why aren't we doing this? I was like, you guys are a bunch of wimps. Why aren't we doing this? And like, you know, played it off like it was still her being wrathful. It was still giving in to the Sinsmas spirit. Even Moxxie was like, this isn't the time, Millie. This is something else. But I think that was something else for her. Quite obviously, as we learned, she's pregnant, you know, and she's wrestling with that. And I'm wondering, because I don't believe there's a world in which she cheated on Moxxie because she's still kind of keeping that from him. I don't know why she's keeping it from him. Maybe she's keeping it from him because she doesn't plan on keeping the baby and she wants to spare him that burden. Because I think that's part of the reason she got upset during the mission is because maybe, obviously there was the wrath thing going on and then probably a rush of other emotions that she's kind of keeping to herself. But the canceling of this mission almost makes it seem like she can't do the job anymore. She can't do what she loves and that this is getting in the way. And she wanted to continue. She wanted to persevere, I think, to prove that she could still do it, that she's still in control of her life. At the end of the day, it's up to her. At the end of the day, we don't know what decision she makes. And I'm very curious to see how they explore that. And I like that she immediately called Sally at the end, you know, to talk about it. I like that. That builds off of that connection, that relationship that they have. I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful little thing. We can only speculate at this point. There's a lot of little things kind of still up in the air, all hanging to explore in season 3, but Stolitz is now been achieved. I believe that is safe to say right now. And it's definitely leaving us in an interesting spot that I hope they don't backpedal on at all in the subsequent seasons. I hope this just gets more complex. I hope this gets more character centric, and I just really hope we really dive into a lot of these things that they're setting up and that they flirted with in an even more intimate way as we continue to grow this story into the horizon, into the eventual conclusion or whatever this looks like next. But yeah, I don't know. I do have hope that while Blitz has continued to heal these relationships, he's like worked on himself. He's now got Stolitz, they've have their relationship. He got Fizzarali back in his life as well. I hope that in the eventuality that he does reconcile with Barbie, and I hope in the near future, I hope, not 100 years from now, but I do hope that eventually Stolitz is able to make VSC. You know, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. And also seeing that Loona actually has friends now too, something I completely missed here. Just seeing Luna's growth like kind of in the background throughout these episodes, never purely highlighted and stuff like that. The fact that she had people over and stuff like that, and they had this like whole little get together. Like, it's just like so much has changed, you know, over the course of this season. And like, it's just incremental at first, and it just continues to almost exponentially evolve. And it's lovely. It's beautiful. Ah, man. I'm sure there's a lot of things that I'm forgetting to talk about, and some things I probably talked about that I maybe didn't make all that clear. There's a lot rolling through my head right now. There's a lot to chew on, but I don't know, man. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. This was an amazing finale. This was an emotional finale, and I'm so excited to see where things go from here. Beautifully animated, beautiful music, beautiful action. The acting, as always, phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see what happens next, guys. So that's kind of all I got for right now. Maybe we'll do like a little discussion live stream or something like that down the road to kind of recap and collect ourselves after everything, after this season. I think that could be kind of fun. Would you guys be into that? Let me know. But before we get into our outro, I want to talk about our giveaway finally. It is Sinsmas, it is Christmas, it is gift giving season. So this time around, I did want to kind of go a little bit bigger for you guys to kind of close out this season, close out this year, and once again, give you all my thanks for pushing us over that line this year and just being here still for these videos. This time around, we're going to be doing 2 different hashtags because I have 2 different things, and I know I was thinking about doing like a pool where you just there's just one and you have a chance of getting one or the other, and that was just like, well, some people may not want one or the other. So there's gonna be 2 hashtags this time. If you want both, just use both. And just like before, you're gonna enter these hashtags over on Instagram on the post for this video. Once this video is live on YouTube, you should be able to see that post over on my Instagram. The reason why I do it over there is just because that's the only real way that I can kind of guarantee that the person who is selected is actually the person that I'm messaging. You know, a lot of the stuff that we've had in the past has been hotel related because a lot of that stuff has become a little bit harder to get your hands on. So I've been trying to help people out by doing things like this, getting things back from the scalpers and trying to mitigate some of that here and just kind of give back to the community. And one of those things, we're continuing that trend, but this time around, it's actually with one of the vinyls. So I've got 5 of these. It's the original one, the solid red one with the Alistair card. I've got 5 of these that I'm going to give away. And to enter in for this one, just use hashtag OmnimusVinyl. I did it at least for the finale of Helluva Boss, get some Helluva Boss stuff out there. So what I did here is I'm going to be giving away 5 $100 gift cards to the Stylish Occult website where they have the new high-end Helluva Boss merch available for everybody. And because it's a little bit on the higher end compared to the Shark Robot stuff, I wanted to at least make sure you could get an item because some of it can get a little pricey. So you can get like 1, 2, maybe 3 things if you get some smaller stuff, but some of the larger items are a little pricier. So I want to make sure everybody could at least get something that they wanted. If you want to enter in for one of the gift cards for some of the Helluva Boss merch, enter in Omnimus cards. Whichever one you want to throw your name in the hat to, make sure to go to the Instagram post, drop the hashtag. If you want to put your name into both, drop a hashtag for both. Just like with the previous ones, I'm going to let this run for roughly a week, and I'm going to select the winners on December 30th. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. You guys, sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure to stick around for more because, as we know, there are more shorts on the horizon. We will eventually be getting into Season 3. We're reacting to all kinds of other stuff. I'm currently in the middle of Owl House. Heartstopper is on the way as well. That'll be coming out in February. And then all kinds of other fun, nerdy shit. With that all said, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Mandy Sherritt, Your Course Scott, Robert Onguionu, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, and Russell Crockett, and everybody that supports us over on Patreon and the YouTube members here. Thank you guys for your support as always. But that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.